You want to move it? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to go live. Live like 65. Whew. Move these shoes at the floor. I don't know whose shoes them is, but they was in the floor. Okay. Oh, trying to turn the TV down. I should talk Quan let my window up. I need something to prop this up. I can't feel like holding. Hello, everyone. I uploaded my niece beauty pageant short and forgot to share it. When I get off of here, I'm gonna share it with you all. I'm looking for something to prop this up with, cause I ain't finna sit up here and hold it. Let's see, good, that'll hold it. All right, where you put me? Right there. Oh, but I've been busy getting things in order, getting the necessary stuff I need to do. I done lost the remote. I want to hear this, how they helping people. But today I got up and did what I needed to do. We in phase 2 now, and that's a good thing. But what I want to talk about, as I said I would, but we're gonna get started on Dion book tomorrow because yesterday and today I'm going back and forth handling some um, serious situations. But I don't think people understand the seriousness of when someone say, "Leave me alone" or "Stop doing this," especially online. People need to take heed to that. Not only do you add emotional distress, you're adding other things to that situation. And I have learned a lot since dealing with this, that it is a serious offense. Um, I'm going to read some things. My nephew out there mowing. I'm going to be reading some things off about cyber harassment, cyber stalking. And a lot of people may think cyber stalking is like not serious or whatever. Anybody can come in your chat because you have a platform. But that's not true. When someone asks you to leave them alone, don't bother them, you go upon yourself to create other accounts just to go in that person chat, um, doing certain things. And another thing I'm gonna tell y'all that I learned is that people can have these tools or apps where they can know when you online, when you logging on. That's an invasion of privacy, especially if that person has not given you permission to do that. It's illegal. And there are steps that you can take to protect you and your family. And that's what I had to do because people thought it was funny and a joke. And it's not. This is something that's really serious. And it varies from state to state. And the particular state where this person is from, they take it serious. I got a call from up there asking me what I should do. They are working with me on this. This how serious this stuff is. Um, I don't get on here for, I'm here to share, as I have said so many times. I can take you shopping and decorate your house for under, I'm gonna say like a whole house, probably would be 300. Depends on what you already got there. That is a something that I love to do. I love to cook. I love to share my faith. I love to share when we're traveling. That's what I love to do. I'm not here for somebody to. That was my nephew. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. I don't get on here, for other stuff, whatever somebody else got going on. Some of these people, they love to run their blood pressure up and do all this stuff. I'm not here for that. I don't want to be a part of it. So when I say leave me alone, I asked you one time and you don't leave me alone. Well, I'm going to do what I need to do. And that's what I am doing. So when you get the detectives from where the person is from call you, that's serious. And I don't think people realize the seriousness of cyberbullying, cyber stalking, cyber harassment. That's what it's called. And there are things that you can do to protect yourself. You don't have to sit up and let people keep coming in your chat, keep um, creating these email. That porch look like it's from Alabama or Mississippi. Uh, Coming in where you from. Why you want to know where I'm from? That's all I'm here to do is share that. And nothing more, nothing less. And people need to look up these laws and these rules and the seriousness of when you online doing certain things. I don't think people really understand the seriousness of it. Now I knew some, but what I'm going through, they take that stuff serious. Imagine you online and somebody can get an app and tell when you online, offline, uh, make up these fake phone numbers like robo numbers, or these I think it's VOIS numbers, and call you on your phone. How did they even get my number? So these are things that you have to do to protect yourself. This is a good platform. All social media platforms are good. But when it comes to people going beyond that, and like I said, I wasn't gonna do anything, but then, concerning this, there's another lady on here, and this has nothing to do with anybody else. This is about this one particular woman that does this, and she does so bad. And I think the reason the lady targets her because maybe she don't have the finances or the means to help herself. But when you got the means to help somebody, you're gonna do what you can to help that person. I don't like it. And it's constant, 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 you know. And either the person, and I'm praying for them because apparently they don't have love in their heart. A person that had the love of God in their heart, they're not gonna do that. I don't go nowhere trying to create nothing just to see what somebody doing, to find out where somebody from. It's not my business where nobody from. Let people do their content and leave people alone. And I have said, if you want to know how to shop, I'll take you shopping. You want to learn how to cook, I'll show you how to cook. You can come cook with, but just leave me alone. And I meant that. I have my nieces on here sometime, and it's sad that I don't want them on here because what the person does is they take screenshots trying to find out who this is. Screenshots of houses, screenshots, and then try to find out what you cannot do that. You cannot invade people' personal space. You can do it, but when you go to trying to hack people's phones and a lot of y'all, if y'all having device and overheating and all, that's because people are trying to hack your phone. They're trying to find out everything you're doing online, and they don't think that the FBI or certain people can find out what they are doing. But and they can try and use VPN proxies and all that, but it's not going to work. This is something serious. People need to be careful. I see what Judge Faith went through. And she had the money to do what she needed to do to find out who that person was. Some of these people, they ain't got no money to handle stuff like that. But when people tell you to stop and leave people alone, and then another thing I learned, you can send someone a cease and desist through the email. They don't have your address. So how are they going to contact you? You can also subpoena YouTube to get that person address. So when people on here like myself ask you to leave them alone, don't come over here on my channel harassing me, bothering me, asking me questions, trying to figure out where I'm from. I have said what common sense would tell you where I'm from. It's sad that you have to take it there with people, but you got to guard yourself, especially if you have children online. Guard your children. Don't let nobody come and harass you. And then hit laughing emoji like something funny. This junk ain't funny. And so we done completed phase 1. We're headed to phase 2. And I know it's serious when the department from up there contacted me. And then I had to, that's why I've been going back and forth, back and forth. It's serious. And I said it was better that you left me alone than open up this door that you open to yourself. Learn to give people their privacy. If you on here and you trying to track people, know when they online, know what they doing. And one of the things was, well, how do you know? I talked about a broken washing machine. This person said something about it. I put up a short about fire. I said this before. Next thing you know, they walking through fire. That lets you know that you're here. And it's just like an investigation. People don't know if it's been happening 6 months, 5 months, 2 months, 1 month. You should be careful. And I love my trendsetters. I have reached 2,200 subscribers. I don't care about likes and all that stuff. I'm just here to help people live better. If I can save you 50 cents at the store, I'm going to show you how to save that 50 cents. I also do decoration, events. I used to do weddings, baby shower. I used to do all that. But like I say, I done got old, so I don't do that much. I just do it for my family. If my family asks me, I'll help them. I cook. I cook for my family. I cook for my mom and my brother. That's all I be doing. The camera gonna fall. Uh, I'm gonna be all over the place. I may talk about this and that, but it's because I follow what prompts my heart. If it prompts my heart to start talking about faith, I'm gonna go to talking about faith. That's how I am. I'm like that in real life. I can be sitting down talking to you, and if God put it on my heart to start saying something, I'm gonna say it, because we walk by faith and not by sight. And you have to speak what's in your heart. I don't know who's on here, and something I may say when I'm all over the place may help that person that's listening. But don't come in my personal space. I'm like that with my house. Don't come to my house disturbing my peace. My house is my home. And if you don't have a home, I'm sorry. But this is a serious deal that's going on. And like I say, we at phase 1. We headed into phase 2. And I wish I can take y'all through this with me. Oh dear. Is who? Just you, Riley. That don't look like Riley. Let me see. Well, I don't know who you is, but let me take a screenshot. Hold on. And that's why I have to take screenshots too, y'all. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this. Okay, I did it. So I don't know who that is. Well, they gone, but I did get the screenshot. And so that's what I have to do now. I have to take screenshots of comments and different things. And what they do is they take the name. And it's just awesome at what happens doing these type of things. And I didn't know it was like that, y'all. It's serious. And I'm going to let them do what they do. I sure am. Wait a minute, y'all. I done hit the wrong button. I was out the door, but my nephew out there mowing. And that stuff was itching my nose, and I gotta go to my pulmonary doctor tomorrow. So I'm finna get ready and go home too. But I just wanted to share that the seriousness of cyber bullying, harassment, stalking. That's just like stalking somebody in real life. You can get restraining orders, a no contact, and see when you get that no contact, that means that that person can't even talk about that person. They can't go on that person's channel. They can't do none of that. It's just that's what it's gonna be. And if they go on that person's channel, and if they do, that's when clink clink comes in. So I'm excited about it. That's when I said don't open doors and open your mouth and do things that you not ready for the consequences of it. I love everybody, but just don't invade my privacy. And you can say, well, you on social media. I'm on social media. But that doesn't mean to get apps to know when somebody online try to hack people's phone, create these fake phone numbers, and do all this stuff. Looking at a porch and dirt and saying that's from Alabama and Mississippi, and not counting how they have done uh, another content creator. That's alone. That's a monetary damages. And that's what these people don't understand. So we gonna ride this thing out, y'all. I got this thing saying we gonna ride it out, ride the wave out, and that's what we're gonna do. And once I'm finished with everything, I will be able to share step by step. I have asked one of the persons that's helping me with he be willing to do sit down with me and talk with me about the consequences of cyber stalking, cyber bullying, cyber harassment, and he's willing to sit down as a I ain't gonna say what he is to talk with people and let them know the seriousness of it, and that you can't do what you want to do online. It's a very serious offense, you know, and that's what we're doing now. And I'm gonna upload my beautiful niece. I'm thinking about not even putting her on here, cause they'll take her picture, her face, and try and put it somewhere and try and find out who she is. You know, learn to leave people alone. That's all I'm gonna say. And I see people they do content on other people, but they not out there trying to degrade and do all this thing to other content creators that they do their content on. They do their content and they go and cook and do whatever. But this person, man, oh man, Jesus Christ. And then someone emailing me talking about, this what I thought was funny, talking about a witch. Okay, so what? I'm not worried about stuff like that. I'm on live, so don't walk this way. And see, this is what you got to do now. You got to tell them don't come this way. You got to tell them come do that. And I shouldn't have to do that. But it's until this is over with, they won't be able to make if they can't even come on the page, they can't create no other fake name. You don't post right in that water that cold and you out that door. You sit up there laughing. You better let that water get room temperature. See that my nephew out there mowing y'all. I told him to drink that cold water. I did that at the see I done jumped from what I was talking about today cause he did that. I was out there at that baseball game Sunday 2 weeks ago. It was so hot out there, y'all. What I did was a man in front of us, he offered us some water. Y'all, the water was so cold, but drinking that made me sick. And that's what I'm trying to tell him. Don't drink that cold water. Let it get kind of like a room temperature or something. That water made me sick. Y'all, it is snowing, hail, wind, and rain. Where is this at? Let me see. Let me show y'all. Let me see. See that? That's in Chicago, y'all. A hailstone. Let me see that Memphis. I don't know I meant where the snow was. And here we are got that pretty sunshine. But that's all I wanted, y'all. I love my trendsetters. I thank you for your support. We finna get ready and get into the football season. And that's what made me pop doing sports. And I don't know nothing about it still, y'all. I tried to learn. Sports is difficult. So we getting ready to go into sports. Um, let's go see you Buffs. Woo woo. As long as Dion there, that's who I root for. I'm so happy for him and Carucci. They look like they so happy together. What else going on? I don't know who's from my area. I live down south, but I also want to thank. I'm not going to mention that lady name because that's what started out by me mentioning that channel. I just want to thank her. I just, it's sad. But you got to do what you got to do to protect you and your family. Because I do have my niece Ava on here. She likes getting on camera. But I don't need nobody looking up my niece like they uh crazy. That's even crazier. So this one here's they having a what you call it when when it hadn't rained and the forest fires. And now State Farm don't want to pay these people. Do I have State Farm? No. I'm gonna tell. I had Progressive. They terrible, but I got Allstate now. Now these insurance companies don't want to pay these people. Pay these people for these homes being destroyed. We don't really have bad weather here, thank God. I think we done had two, maybe two tornadoes that did a lot of damage. But other than that, we have been blessed. They're here in and around where I live, but it never does like what it may damage up the interstate, but here it doesn't get that bad. And I'm so glad. I got one niece, she graduating. Class night is tonight. I didn't go. I'll make sure I go to the graduation. Then my niece Ava that be on here, she passed her test. She's going to the kindergarten. Um, My nephew, Mama, when Kylan graduate? When Kylan graduation? He'll graduate. So I got a lot of graduations to attend. And then Mother's Day is Sunday. So that's a lot of money, ain't it? But I want everybody to have a good night. Be safe. Protect yourself. Know that you have rights. And if you need to use those rights, use them. Somebody pulling up out there. Oh, that's my brother coming back. But y'all have a good night. I love my trendsetters. I love y'all so much. And thank y'all for dealing with the falling phones, the me talking all over the place. But I always want to, help somebody be a better person. And if by helping somebody is taking legal action, it'll help that person not to do the things they do. Um, and please, if you are a content creator, know that people can download apps and things to try to hack you, eavesdrop, know when you're online, offline. They can do this stuff, but it's illegal because you didn't get that person consent to hack your use certain things. It's against the law. And that's when you become a stalker. When you got to use apps and things to try and eavesdrop when somebody doing certain things. What y'all went at?
Charlottetown. We
Oh,
went to KFC, but they have wings and grits.
they don't never have no chicken out there.
And the truck out there now.
Bringing in chicken.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I was telling y'all good evening. But y'all have a good evening. I love you. Take care of one another. It's Mother's Day Sunday. I'm praying for those who have lost their mother. That's going to be tough. It never gets, it never gets new. Because like on Father's Day or certain time, I'm like that about my dad. My dad passed away in 2013. But I'm so thankful to still have my mother here doing good, walking good. My mama get around better than us. I'm on my weight loss journey. Um, so my sister, she got down good. I told her I'm right behind her. We got to take care of our temple. So I'm on that journey. So we're going to do this together. And we're going to win together. We're going to conquer things together. We can do all things through Christ who is our strength. And no matter what you're facing right now, you got it. You're going to win. Love you all.